They're going to see, are we live? Now we're live. I never can tell when I come on. I'm like, wait, where's the live? Oh, it's up in the left-hand corner. All right.
Sure.
Yes. Hello, Shayla.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. You got your glasses on. No Gustavo.
No Gustavo today. Sorry. He's busy.
He's in the backyard with his shirt off doing something.
Yep, he is.
He's probably cooking supper is what's probably going on.
I wish he was cooking supper.
I'm very excited. I'm always excited about this episode when we come on to do the show, but I'm super excited. And I don't ever say that, super excited. So I'm excited for today's show because Shayla texted me earlier today and she was like, I have 2 topics to talk about. And of course, my brain first went to about time she did some work for the show.
Oh, hey now. I always come up with ideas. You just don't give me time to talk about them. You're
That's
such
true.
a talker.
So we're going to kick off the show with Shayla's topics and what she wants to talk about. And this first one is, I got to get your text. Oh, you want to talk about something that happened like a couple weeks ago, but is very much in the front and of country music. It was Miranda Lambert, and she scolded somebody taking a photo. And you want to talk about concert etiquette. So let me ask you this. Did you agree with the influencer who was taking the picture, or do you agree with Miranda Lambert and what she did?
See, this is why I wanted to talk about it, because I don't know. Like, I can totally see both sides of it. So when I first heard about it, and it was on TikTok, it was on Instagram and all that. Like, someone was trying to take a selfie while she was singing like a new song, and she did not like that, and she stopped the entire concert so they could finish taking their photo before she would start. And I was like, oh, because you know me, like us girls, we like to take pictures. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I like to take pictures at concerts. Miranda doesn't like that, I guess. But then as you see the picture, it was like a group of like 7 women or so. And it looked like it was kind of a big deal. I mean, they did, take up a lot of space. They were directly in front. So I'm like, I can see how that would be kind of annoying, like as you're trying to sing your new song and like they're creating a scene. So I don't know. I can't decide which side I'm on for this, but it was a big deal.
It was. Let me ask you this. If you were part of that group and your friend was like, hey, let's all get together and take a picture, what would you have done?
I would have taken the picture.
Okay, so you're on the side of the influencer now. So let me ask you this. If you were sitting behind this group that got up and was going to take a picture and it blocked your view, what would you have done?
I would be annoyed. I know.
You're on the fence. Nobody likes anybody on the fence, okay? Pick a side.
See, but here's the thing. It's like, if I'm taking pictures at a concert, I'm not doing it in the middle of the song. So I feel like that was kind of weird. Like, I'm going to wait between sets, I'm not going to be taking pictures of myself as the song's playing. Like, I'm listening to the song. Yes, I promise.
I don't know if I believe you. I've never been to a concert with you, but I saw you at past Stampedes, and you take pictures, and you took pictures with have you ever looked back and saw a picture you took and it was with the artist as well, or you never have? You need to double think that.
Okay, I'll go back and look.
Because it's easy to go like, well, I've never taken a picture when somebody was performing in the middle of their song, and then it's like, yeah, you have. Like, I think everybody has, because
it's impossible. But I think I would try to wait until like an intermission part,
I don't think you have, and I don't think you would. I think you would take, even for how nice you are, I still think you're like, oh, look, there's my favorite artist. Got to get a picture. I'm close enough with the artist in it, like we all would.
So I take it that you're on Miranda's side.
If I had to take, go to but you spend the money. That's the thing that gets me. You spend good money to go to these shows, and without the fans going to these shows and getting to see the artist doesn't get paid. Now, the artists don't get paid enough, in my opinion, because record companies and all that, that's a whole different story. But you pay to go see this artist, and you're a huge fan, and this is a moment for you to make it happen. Now, getting up and if you're it's because I feel bad when I do it, but I try to do it as quick as possible. Like if I'm blocking somebody's, oh, hey, I'm going to take a picture. Is that okay? Like I'll ask people around me. I'm like, hey, I'm going to take a picture. Is that okay? Can we do this? And they're, if they say, yeah, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to be quick, or have them help me do it. So they're they're like, oh, hey, let me take the picture for you. Click. Okay, done. Out of the way. So I'm more of like on the fan side, but as a fan, you have to realize there are thousands of people and there are a few people that are sitting around you. So when you take that picture, yeah, it's great, but you're also disturbing and not making it an experience for the people around you. We got 3 people that are watching right now. If you want to weigh in on this, Concert Etiquette, are you on Miranda Lambert's side? She scolded an influencer who was taking a picture up close to the side. Shayla can't make a decision. She's on the fence about this. I'm on like the fan side, but be polite, be cordial. Do it like you said, do it maybe in between sets when they're or in between songs or something like that. So that's my take on your concert etiquette.
Agreed. So then, go ahead.
You agree with me? Then you're on my side.
You make a good point. So yes, I'll go with that side. I really like Miranda Lambert, though. I really do.
Don't worry. I don't think Miranda Lambert is going to listen to this and you won't make her mad. Maybe she will, but I doubt she will. But Miranda, if you do happen to run across this, Shayla loves you, but she's on the side of the fan. So don't hate Shayla for that, Miranda Lambert. Okay, yeah. I want to move on to your second topic that you had today. Let me bring up your text.
Lindsay's watching.
Hi, Lindsay Gutierrez. Hey, tell your husband Sam Hunt tickets given away on the big 94.5 country tomorrow between 3 and 7. That's for everybody, by the way, not just Lindsay's husband. But he will be very upset if he doesn't win. Anyway, Lindsay will have to deal with that. What do we care? Here's your next topic. I was thinking about TikTok and topic and put them together. That's a new word, put it in the dictionary. Here's the thing. Shayla wants to talk about something she saw, a viral trend on TikTok. What was it? And are you against this trend or are you for this trend? What's the trend, first of all?
Okay, so this actually came up just this afternoon with Gustavo. This was kind of his idea, and I stole it. Because at lunch, I was eating, what was I eating? It was like a cheeseburger slider type of thing. It was really good. And he was eating a salad. And he was like, well, maybe if I like sniff yours and then I eat my salad, like that's supposed to be like a good diet thing. You think your body thinks that you're eating this, but you're actually eating this. And that got me thinking. I was like, is that a thing? Does that actually work? Can you like, I don't know, eat a salad, but then sniff chocolate? And so then I looked it up and that was actually a viral TikTok trend. Like people were doing that. And so then I obviously had to find out if that is actually a thing. Does that work? Does it trick your mind into thinking that you're eating chocolate? And there was a study done in like the UK that proved that it did help like your mind, like thinking that you're eating chocolate.
I think that's for weak people. I think it's for weak-minded people who they have a weak mind and they're like, oh, let me trick myself, and then they do it, and then they eat and they're like, oh, I ate chocolate. You're weak-minded. Stop it. You're eating a salad. You got a salad for a reason as well. Don't be tricking your mind, because then you're gonna think you're gaining weight. And you're gonna be like, oh, now I got to figure out a way to trick my body to make myself feel like I'm not. Stop it. Stop it. Did you actually try it though? Did you go get chocolate while you were eating a salad? Besides reading it, have you done it yet?
I haven't tried it yet, but I don't think I could do that because I don't have willpower and I love chocolate. So am I really just going to sniff the chocolate and not eat it?
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Because you know how you walk by and you smell food and you're just instantly like, I got to go have, like, it's not like you sniff food. You drive by a great barbecue place and you smell it and you're like, oh my God, that was so good. It made me full right now. No, you drive by and you smell it and you're like, well, I'm pulling in, getting some food from the drive-thru and taking it home and snarfing it down. It's what I'm doing.
Exactly. Yeah. I have no willpower. So if there is anyone watching that wants to test this out for me, and let me know.
No, don't test it out for her. Make her do it herself. You got to have willpower and a strong mind. What? Don't do it. Try to trick yourself. Yeah, I know you can't do it. So if you do it, it won't be done. Yeah, go ahead. Somebody show Shayla what it's like to have a strong mind and a strong will, because she has neither.
I just love chocolate.
Who doesn't love chocolate? Make Bradley. No, I don't have to do it. I'm not the one talking about it, Lindsay. She's the one who brought it up, not me. I could do it because I'm strong of heart, will, mind, and body.
Okay.
A winky. Here we go.
Through
Okay.
our glasses.
Yes, I want to move on to, Barbie was a big deal, right? Did you see the movie?
I'm actually going to see it on Friday, and I'm super excited.
Oh, is Gustavo going with you?
No, but Lauren and Amelia are, who we've talked about many times.
Oh, Lauren, I love it. Lauren, I love. Amelia, not on Facebook. I can't stalk her. I don't stalk anybody. But yeah, if Amelia was on Facebook, girl, I'd follow you. Because I need more friends on Facebook. By the way, before we move on, Lindsay said, you're talking smack, so you deserve it. That's what this show's about, is talking nice smack about each other. Trust me, Shayla gets her barbs in. Okay, so Barbie, Gustavo's not going with you. But have you heard about the Barbie test that's going around?
No.
You haven't? Okay, check this out. Here's the deal, okay? According to a TikTok influencer named Nicole, there's a new question on a first date that you ask, okay? Or even put it on a dating profile for a first date or a dating profile. The question is, this is a Barbie test, all right? On the first date, or you can put it on a dating profile. She says you need to put on there, what are your thoughts on the Barbie movie? This is a question you ask on the first date, or you put on the dating profile. Now, she says, Shayla, the reason that this needs to be the first question you ask is if a guy really doesn't want to see it, the Barbie movie, or he's not open to talking about it, or what's even worse yet, if he's seen it and he thinks it's not a good movie or he doesn't get the point, this Nicole girl, who's an influencer on TikTok, she thinks that's a no-go. Like if these questions are asked and the guy's answers no to all those questions, nope, she's out of there. Do you agree with that? The Barbie test?
That's a great test. Yeah.
It's on one subject. You don't just, when you saw Gustavo, if he would have been ugly, but you loved all his other personalities, you'd have been like, nope, he's ugly. I don't care if he's a nice guy and has all this kind of stuff. That's like judging somebody on one question. Maybe it's just not his type of movie.
I feel like that kind of sets the tone, though. You can find out if they would be willing to do something to make you happy. Like if I want to go watch the Barbie movie, would you be willing to go with me and accompany me to that? I feel like
I would go to the movie because I'm interested in her. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what the question is for.
But I just think like that's just a red flag for you if they don't want to talk about or go to the Barbie movie. I get it. Like you're a closed-minded person. I guess you're gonna find out things about the person if they don't go to the movie. But I don't know. I just think that's a little. I don't even know the word. I don't have a huge vocabulary, so I don't even know the word. It's just like maybe it's a little silly.
If some girl asks you that question on a first date, are you just gonna walk out?
No, because I'm more interested in her. Like I would talk about. I think I'm fairly open-minded. Because people say, "Oh, I'm open-minded," and then you talk to them and they go say something. You're like, "You're not open-minded." I like to think that I'm an open-minded person. I would talk about the Barbie movie and get their take on it and be like that. And then I would ask like probably a stupid question. Like, I didn't understand this part. Can you explain it to me? And be like, oh, okay, I get that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just think like it's kind of, I just think it's kind of silly that that's going to be like the red flag where you're like, nope. But I guess on a first date, hey, whatever. It's all good.
I support it.
Now, here's the thing. So is Gustavo going to see the Barbie movie or is he not a movie goer?
No, he's a movie goer. I'll be honest, I didn't actually invite him. It was like a girl thing. So I don't know. I'll ask him and see if he's interested.
Yeah, he's your husband. He's your best friend. You should ask him to go to the movies with you. Tell Lauren and Amelia that I'll go with them, and then they can explain the parts I don't understand.
Okay.
That's not going to happen, but it sounds pretty cool. Here's the thing about Nicole's own boyfriend passed with flying colors. She said, and I quote, he dressed in pink. He got all the jokes and moving parts. Afterwards, he discussed with me what a masterpiece this movie is and how hard it must be to be a woman. That's a pretty good boyfriend.
That is, yeah. I
Okay, I want
heard
to.
it's a good movie, so
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, by the way, this is the most people that have been watching this show. We had 10 people, now 9 people. Get back to 10. I like double digits. I want to move on to social norms. Do you know what those are?
yeah, what's like socially normal,
There
right?
you go. Right. That we'll go with that because it sounds good to me. And it's a lot of things that social norms are things that we do a lot of, and we just do them without even thinking about it. You
Okay.
know. Okay,
Mhm.
so these are some social norms that make no sense when you think about them. I noticed I just said we had 10 people and now we're down to 3. Wow.
Your fault.
Okay, I know. You're welcome. You're welcome, Shayla. So here's a social norm that makes no sense when you think about it. Balloons. It's a plastic sack of breath that you give somebody for happy birthday.
Hmm.
I mean, like, because remember, you go out and you spend all that money on balloons. And all it is like it's like especially if you
Here.
blew them up, where it's got helium in them. I guess if it's got helium in them, it's better because then you can use them to use your high voice.
Yeah. I don't know, I like balloons, I just think they're fun.
But really, it makes no sense to give balloons with hot air in it on your birthday.
Yeah.
Really, it'd be like, hey, here's a bunch of hot air. Oh, hey, thanks. Really appreciate the birthday gift.
I usually don't give balloons to people, I usually put them up as decorations.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're giving them to them. It's on their birthday. You're giving them balloons for their birthday.
I mean,
It's
they
just
can
hot
use them
air. That's all
afterwards.
it is. It's hot air. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another social norm that makes no sense when you think about it. All the random rules about texting people. Texting is supposed to be a way to talk to people and they can respond at their own convenience, which is true. I I hate it when people that you get with them and they're like, "You didn't text me back." And I'm like, "I don't have to. They don't have to do that. I can look at it and go, nope, don't want to respond back. I can wait till later." But there's a rule, like people get so mad about texting. Text me back right away. I'm like, call me and I'll answer the phone and talk to you.
My thing is when it's, like, urgent or, like so if someone sends me a text and it's supposed to be urgent, it's like, I might not get to it quickly, like, call me. Like, I feel like that's the whole point of texting is, like, it's just, just send them a text, they can respond when it's convenient. That's the
Exactly.
whole point of texting.
I agree with you. But don't people get so upset when you don't text them back?
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
there's
always
certain
text back though, that's rude, Bradley J.
I text back right away, but if I don't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me.
Especially if I can see that you read it.
Yeah, why'd they do that? Why'd they put the
Ooh.
sent thing underneath there? Because I'm always going to do that, and then I'm like, no, I'm not texting you back. Or they do something, they text you, and then it's like, I don't need to respond. Like you didn't ask anything, you don't need anything. I'm like, texting's over,
I
done.
love the little reacting buttons, just, like, liking the comment or,
Because if you
loving
do
it.
that, that's how Facebook is. If you like it, or if you do one of the emojis, like you go down and hit it, that means the conversation's over.
Yeah,
And so if you post
uh,
something or you text something back and they do that, conversation's over. Go on, do it, living your life. Stop texting. Okay, here's another social norm that makes no sense when you think about it. I'm reading this off a list, but giving my own opinion on it. Cards. Cards you go buy in the store. They say
yeah.
giving Hallmark money in exchange for a piece of paper that someone's going to look at for about 10 seconds and then forget about it. It makes no sense, which is true. Another true statement.
That is true. I will say that I'm one of those nerds though, that I do always give cards, and when people give me cards, I keep them. Do I ever go back and look at them?
No.
No, but
Here-
I do keep them in a box,
Here's a,
all
here's
my
a
cards.
here's a question for you. Okay, so since this is that makes no sense, getting a card, give it to somebody, and then they forget about it and give it away. Here's the situation. If on my birthday you give me a birthday card, right? I read it Then I take it and I just rip it up and I throw it in the trash. How does that make you feel?
Awful. I spent a whole like $2 on that card. And some
Exactly.
people do that. Like some people, I give them a card and I know that they just go home and throw it in the
Yeah.
trash.
But
Because
they
most people do. I still give them one.
you're like, it's the gift. It's the gift of giving, the card. See, I say my card. Some of my cards, like if they really mean something for the person and it really is a heartfelt card that they put out, like I'll save it. But I've gone through and even my mom's birthday cards, which she just signs her name Mom, and it has, and I know she didn't come because it has the writing in it. And then I'm just like, I'm like, throw it in the trash.
Oh, does she know that?
She might now, but who knows?
Happy days, Mom. If you're watching,
I do that.
your
Like,
cards.
like the worst is when somebody sends a photo Christmas card of their family, and I'll keep it for a little bit, and then I go through it, and I'm like, I just don't want to put it in a plastic container somewhere. So their little faces are on there, and then you rip the card, and it's like you're ripping the family in half, and then you rip it again, so it don't go in the trash can. But I've done that before too. I'll admit it.
I keep those too.
Okay, so here's another social norm that makes no sense when you think about it. Buying litter. Why do you buy special dirt for your cat to poop in?
That's a great point. Yeah.
And here's the thing. People don't like cats, but people with cats treat cats better than people that have dogs because they buy this litter for their cat to poop inside. What do you do for your dog? You let it outside.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom, and then you got to pick up after it. You scoop after a cat. Cats are classier than dogs. Proven fact right now.
Yeah.
Because you buy dirt for them to poop in. Okay, here's another one.
A good point. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a social norm that makes no sense when you think about it. Acknowledging other people's sneezes.
I think that's nice.
Isn't there a story, though, that says when you sneeze, like you're sneezing out the devil, and you say, God bless you? That's why I told that story. Like you sneezed, you go, God bless you. And they say like evil was in you, and then you sneezed it out, and then people go, God bless you.
I have never heard that one.
Never?
Okay, well now I'm going to sound like a dummy, but what I heard was like when you sneeze, like not your heart stops, but like your body, like, I don't know, stops for like a second. Isn't that right? So that's why people say, God bless you.
I like how you tell the story about it, and then you think I'm smart enough to go like, yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. You have a husband who's a doctor, for crying out loud. Why don't you ask him if that's what happens?
I will ask him. I thought that's why we said God bless you, is because like I think your heart stops for a second.
Because like it does. I don't know. Maybe I love sneezing though. I just think it's the coolest feeling when I sneeze. I can't wait. Like every time it's coming, I'm like, oh, I get a good sensation when I sneeze. I don't know if that's a thing either or not. Lindsay said I've heard that too, and I'm thinking she's heard mine. She goes, Joe's never heard that though.
She was probably talking about mine.
No one's heard it.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, the devil's in. So the devil's in. So when somebody sneezes, you know that they were sinning or thinking about something bad because evil was in them. Next time you sneeze, you had evil inside of you. Okay, this is the last one. Here's a social norm that makes no sense when you think about it. Purses, because they're useful, right? Purses are useful. Holds things for you that you can't, you don't have room in your pocket. So why are men afraid to carry one of their own?
They basically do. A wallet. It's just a little tiny purse.
You can't put things in a wallet that you can put in a purse. I've dug through my mom's purse when I was a young kid, and there was so much crap in there. There's no way I could put that in my wallet. Do you know
Men
what goes?
don't like to carry stuff.
Not a lot of stuff. We're like that. We have a tool.
Guys don't.
You know what men wear instead of a purse? We wear a tool belt. Is what we wear.
Oh, that's manly.
I don't own one, but I'm just saying that's what men do.
If you did.
Lindsay said, guys don't need the same things as we do. They get away with not carrying anything. Just goes to show you who's the smarter gender. Sorry, that one just had to come out.
You need to go see the Barbie movie.
I'm going to. I am going to go see Barbie. Don't scold me like that for not having to say, you need to go see the Barbie movie.
The Barbie movie empowers women is what I heard.
I'm for women running the world. I had that conversation this past week. I was like, yes, run the world. I was raised my dad was a truck driver. I've said this before, and he was gone a lot. So I was raised by my mom and two sisters. I know a lot of things about women that a man probably shouldn't know. So I'm just saying, like, I'm all for it, man. My sisters and my mom are very strong, independent women who can take care of themselves. And I believe every woman can do the same thing. So I don't have a problem with that. I get along with women better than I do men. So
I know, we're great.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I tell you and Lindsay. I treat you like my sister. People are like, you've heard people say this to me too. You're like, you're mean to Lindsay and Shayla. I'm like, I treat them just like I treat my sisters and my mom. They're like, you don't treat your sisters and mom very good. I go, I love them to death and they get me. And that's how it is.
Yeah.
I love women. They're great. It's great. But yet I'm not married. You're boyfriend material. I got to go see this Barbie movie.
You gotta go see the Barbie movie.
I can't go with you guys, you and Lauren.
Might change your life. I mean, you could. I had to buy tickets in advance. It's kind of filling up.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to go last weekend, but couldn't get in. Then I was going to go see Oppenheimer, and I was like, the tickets were gone too. And I was like, I'll just wait for a while and then go check it out. Well, Shayla, as always, it is lovely we don't really spar. We just have great conversations with each other.
Great conversation. Yes.
Yeah. So anything you'd like to add at the end of the show?
I think you covered it, man. I mean, you kind of threw your mom under the bus there with the cards. So as long as we throw someone under the bus with each episode, we nailed it.
We're good to go. And if you're watching, it could be you. So be careful. Talk to you next Wednesday.
Bye.